Hello humans, peoples, and others, and welcome back to another video. Today we are finally doing just a full Pride memes video and all that, because I can, as you can tell by the flag behind me. I know it's not the whole progressive, I don't want to get another screenshot. I don't have enough space on my computer. I barely have enough space for recording anyways. So yeah, let's just get onwards onto the memes. The fire department are trying to show they're supportive, but I'm fully dying at the implication that we all simply just all burn. Fire doesn't discriminate. And they're right, it doesn't. Fire is a great thing. It treats us all equally. I like fire. But also, yeah, that doesn't sound quite correct. They should probably, maybe, I don't know. Next meme. Yeah, or LGBT, that's the subreddit, I guess. It's, hey guys, I'm cross-dressing again. Okay, if any of us is gonna turn out queer, it's going to be him. Poof. Turns out it wasn't him. Sometimes people just express their gender in that way, though. It's kind of like how femboys are men who dress femininely. It's just a whole... Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to explain anything. I'm too tired. Next meme. It's Pride Month, so you know what that means, right? A bunch of conservative snowflakes with Confederate flag emojis and Jesus is our savior in their bios start whining about big woke, while spouting the most disgusting slop one could muster that would make even a certain fanatical 1930s German blush. All in the name of owning the libs. And do you know what that I do during their manic episode? Remind them that gay marriage has outlasted the Confederacy 2 times over, and that Jesus was a socialist. And credits to them and all that, because they're pretty good artists from what I've seen. But yeah, people are just like that. I'm gonna start moving to, cause how I record this, cause yeah, this meme is, so, yeah, I just overall get it, cause, yeah, they're just kinda, I can think of very specific groups, and they are not great, and they're not the brightest, unfortunately, but mocking people can be fun if you're still being nice and not insulting their identities over it. Like playful mocking. It's like the difference between malicious and playful trickery. And lying. I should not be advocating for that kind of stuff, but next meme. Asexual is not, never has been, and never will be a mental illness. I can say for certainty, as a mentally ill asexual, that asexuality is not a mental illness. I can say that as well, for various reasons. But yeah, I like Alistair. He was a pretty interesting character. I've not seen season 2 of that show yet. I don't know if I want to yet. I don't know, I hear they did him dirty. And yeah, I have opinions, but you know, next meme. So I summoned Cthulhu last week and asked him to use his dark powers to give me a female body. He said yes, but I think the sexual dimorphism is different for Great Old Ones. I'm not making that noise. Mina, I think that's the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm not saying I don't like it. And credits and all that, because also a cool artist. So, that whole dimorphism thing, technically barely real amongst other animals. It's like, bees don't have a dimorphism. They have, like, your different types of bees are technically their own whatevers. I'm not gonna say the word because I don't want to. But yeah, it's also really interesting because if you look at chromosomes, that's also fake and false. Like you have, the one I know a little bit more about is Komodo dragons. They have a Z and W, if I remember correctly, and they are forced into a dimorphism because you can have a Z, I believe it was a ZW or a WZ or a WW, so I guess it's 3, but Two of them are technically the same, but you can have a ZZ because anything born with a ZZ chromosome pair is pretty much just killed and dies of natural causes because something 2Z chromosomes for the Komodo dragons just aren't compatible for life. I don't know the full science behind it, but yeah, it's very interesting because you also see in humans, you can have XXY or XXX technically. It's confusing, it's long, it's weird, and I'm probably not fully correct about that, but yeah, next meme. Uh, I can destroy planets by blinking. Do you really think you stand a chance? I trained every day last week. Ha. Including proper warm-ups. That's one of the certain groups from earlier. Deserved, probably. Oh, so average shonen plot. Very much correct. It's, I forgot what the meme is. I'm not gonna put it up either, because I'm too lazy to go do that in editing. Next meme. Me IRL he's a great help. Judo, get over here. I've had a bad day, and I need you. How can I help? Just hold still. Muffled screaming. Much better. Glad I can help. Yay. You know how hard it is to find non-trans memes on the r/LGBT memes subreddit? It's oh so hard, and I'm not gonna complain, but I wanted more variety, so I did have to go branch out into other subreddits, and you will be seeing that. We would have seen that with the Alistair meme, but yeah. Very nice. Next meme, though. It's AIRL. Even if I'm excited, I'm so scared to leave this version of me behind. I don't really like him, but he's safe. And that is a very good thing to think, and sometimes you don't want to get rid of the safety. Sometimes you need a thing to fall back on if you are like falling, or I don't know how to phrase it. The smarter people than me can phrase it and stuff, but yeah, sometimes you just need safety. Sometimes you don't want to leave completely behind the other version of you. Because even though you're excited for this new version and all that, safety is in a lot of ways more important. That doesn't mean don't do any of the other stuff and just have a good time. It means you need to at least survive. Next meme. Celebrating Pride with this heat is hard. Hasn't gained enough action points to socialize at Pride. That's very fair. It was like 4 days ago I had the Pride Parade in my state was. It's probably standard for that weekend anyways, but yeah. Pish posh. I didn't go, cause first off, big open events scare me. Other than, Ren Fairs and the world's largest D&D game. That wasn't pretty fun, but yeah. Other than those two things, big events scare me because people scare me. And so I did not go to Pride this year. Maybe next year, though, if I have a friend willing to take me. Next meme. Alright, let's see. Love to see it. Man, cisgender, woman, cisgender, agender, gender fluid, gender non-conforming, non-binary, queer, trans man, trans woman, two-spirit, other, prefer not to say. Overall, yeah, I want to say that's pretty good. It's covering most bases. I do not enjoy, I guess you always have that prefer not to say answer, but the fact, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to voice that. If you can see my issue, that's good for you and all that. Next meme. Me IRL I don't need to read that. I did a weed and painting night with my friends. I painted what I thought was a pretty tree. Instead, I somehow painted a face screaming in a dark void. Happens to the best of us. It's sad when my therapist cries like that. Okay, that's kind of rude. Don't make your therapist cry, but also, happens, I guess. Next meme. I don't like romance. Oh, it's gay. I'm kinda like that. I can see a benefit to it. It really completely depends. There's sometimes a benefit to a romantic plot, if that's like the whole point. I do not like romance in general. Gay romance, kinda, I can see an excuse. But, because it's like you need the representation and all that. But other than that, I don't like romance in general from a narrative aspect. And then, yeah, other reasons. Next meme. Other people with a time machine. Young me, invest in Bitcoin. Me with a time machine. You. You are trans and you need to transition right now. Dear God, your thoughts are not normal. Cis people aren't like this. You will try to repress for 5 years. It will not work. Dear God, please start transitioning. Also invest in Bitcoin. And then, I actually really like it when comic artists do this with, where you can see all four all at once, because that's just makes my job simpler. Cause yeah, overall, that's a very fair use for a time machine, but also, I don't know, it's like a whole trust the process thing. Maybe sometimes I can also see it's not healthy to repress any and all of those feelings. But yeah, pish posh, next meme. Surveillance has spotted a transgender woman over in Wisconsin. Someone teleport that to the gnome forest this instant. Do you have $5 for the bot? Now is not the time. First off, very rude. We do not like Mr. Oompa Loompa over there. But, you know, what can I say about that? At least you're in the gnome forest, and the gnome forest is pretty cool. That's where you find the fae. You should always. There are some very tasty pastries in that forest. It's very nice. Next meme. Wow, you're so tall and that's awesome. Thanks. It helps every now and then. Oh, I bet I can imagine it's popular at the bars. Kinda. I'm not reading that, but you know, the seagulls. And then that, yeah, I guess you can see all four while it's up over whichever direction I put it this time. But yeah, very fair. I'm still so glad I don't have to deal with the fact that I'm tall. But yeah, next meme. That's me, I are LGBT. Kids, I know it can be hurtful to read comments online nowadays, especially if you think you're a lesbian, gay, bi, or trans, and especially if you're not out. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with you, and you're not alone. We'll keep on fighting so that things get better. I promise. That is very fair, very, very fair, and the world will hopefully get better. And you just gotta keep on living. I don't know what else to say there, so next meme. Beans. More beans. Less beans. Yeah, that is in fact more beans and less beans. I don't like beans. I would in fact like less beans. Next meme. No, I don't buy it. No way. Just hormones made me change this much emotionally in 6 months. The only way it would make sense if it wasn't as much a change, but a lot of my deeply repressed stuff coming to the surface. And that would just be silly. Okay, now actually it tracks. Quite well. This is why, again, with the whole time machine, it's bad to do the whole, it's good to go tell your past self to, yeah, but it's bad because time paradoxes. You don't want to mess with those. Next meme. Oh wait, that's the last meme, so I guess. So I hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to be quick with this because, yeah, I need to go start editing and all that. I have a Discord. I have a Twitch channel if you want to go follow me there. I stream on both here and there, though, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, pish posh and all that. Comment something involving, like, Colon 3 or favorite anime or something. And yeah, bye!